Bienvenidos a El Salvador.
We firmly have come to the agreed conclusion that Sushi Toto is definitely the jewel in the crown so far for us.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're in the main square here in Sushi Toto, and it's surrounded by lovely little restaurants. The sun has just come out, and they've got beautiful stands selling souvenirs and things here. It's just a really good atmosphere. Not actually that dissimilar from Antigua in Guatemala, but it's much quieter and much more relaxed here. So we're going to go and have a look around. So one of the main sites here in Sushi Toto, just off the square, is the Santa Lucia Church, and it's absolutely beautiful inside. Much longer than it looks from the outside, and definitely well worth a visit. One of the things that is so attractive about Sushi Toto is it has been untouched for many years, and all the buildings and the streets are still as they were back in the day, with a very colonial style. All of the streets are cobbled streets, and it's just so nice to see a village that's so traditional and kept as it used to be back in the day. So what's lovely as you walk around Sushi Toto is the color of the buildings. It is just so colorful. Like so many parts in Central America, we keep saying it, but it's just so nice to see the color of the buildings as we walk around. Makes you feel happy. It's not a big town, Sushi Toto, but it's nice to walk around. And you find little shops. How cool is that for a hammock seat? If it fitted in our van, I would definitely get it.
Just a couple of blocks down the road from the church, there is the central market of Sushi Toto. If you want to get around Sushi Toto, but you don't want to do too much walking, you've done a tour and you've overdone it, you can actually pick up a tuk-tuk for a couple of dollars to show you round, and it's a nice way to see the streets. When you get to the edge of town, you actually realise how high up you are. You're on a kind of plateau, and you get these magnificent views of the lake below us. It's just beautiful, so picturesque.
I need to go find something to eat because I am starving. So we've come down to La Lupita del Porto, which is a restaurant right on the square here in Sushi Toto. And apparently it is #1 on TripAdvisor, so we thought it would give it a go. So one of the advantages of traveling full-time and creating videos for you guys is that we get to eat. Not always, but today is definitely an eat day, and have we got a delicious looking lunch. We have some quesadillas with chicken and cheese. We have some sausages with some local tortillas and beans, and we have a guacamole dip. Looks absolutely delicious.
Just off the square, the church is just there. Right next door there is Casa de la Abuela, which is Grandma's house, and it's great for coffees and a piece of cake. So we've popped in for an afternoon coffee, and we're expecting great things.
El Salvadorian coffee.
And if you want to buy some locally sourced produced clothing or coffee and some local souvenirs, they also sell those too. And in fact, what was very interesting, today Josue was telling me that one of the previous governments actually made it that if you wore your local clothing or any of the colourful locally darned and embroidered dresses or clothing, it actually made you part of the revolution. So a lot of people stopped wearing them, and that in fact actually made them lose some of their culture. But it's really nice to see they're selling the clothing again, their belts, their bags, to bring back some of that beautiful culture. That banging is not gunfire, it's actually fireworks. When they're going to start church, they send up the fireworks, they ring the bells, and they let everybody know it's happening. One of my favourite things about travelling is you get to experience cultures of all the different places you go to, and El Salvador is rocking it. They really are very musical, they're very elaborate with their colours and their personalities, and everybody's just super friendly.
So one of the main features here off the square in Suchitoto is the church called Santa Lucia. Cut.
There is the local market of Suchitoto. Damn it.
So one of the main features, no.